What is going on, buddy? Welcome back to All Things Film. Today I'm here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 9 and the Whispers, because all three major Whispers, Alpha, Beta, and Lydia, have been casted for The Walking Dead Season 9, and I want to run down each one and give you guys my quick thoughts and opinions on it. And then in the comments down below, that's where you guys come in. You guys can agree, disagree with me, or just give your thoughts and opinions on Season 9 and the Whispers. And I'm going to be talking about a number of stuff in this video. And then also this can be like an informational video for those who want to know about these villains and stuff. So spoiler warning if you haven't caught up with the Walking Dead TV show, but don't worry about spoilers for the comics. I'm not going to be talking about the storylines or anything. I'm just gonna be talking about who these characters are, their positions, and then like what kind of characters they interact with mostly. So no worries for spoilers for comics, but if you haven't seen the TV show or you aren't caught up, yeah, spoiler warning. But other than that, let's get down to it. So yeah, Alpha, Beta, and Lydia are the three major Whispers that are the three biggest Whispers in the comics, and they have all three of them have been casted. Samantha Morton has been casted to play Alpha. Ryan Hurst just recently. Just 2 days ago, actually, from when I'm making this video, has been casted to play Beta, and then Cassidy McClincy, sorry if I said the name wrong, has been casted to play Lydia. Now, I have made individual videos for each one of these, so if you want to go look a more in-depth one, yeah, by all means, go ahead and check it out. But let's talk about these three Whispers and when they can show up in their roles in Season 9. So, Alpha, if you don't know, is the leader of the Whispers. It's pretty obvious. Alpha is the leader. Beta is in second in command, and then Lydia is the daughter of Alpha. And I want to talk about Lydia for a second, because a big thing about Lydia is that she is the girlfriend of Carl in the comics. She has a huge connection with Carl, but as we know in the TV show, Carl isn't with us anymore, unfortunately. So I made a video about who can have a relationship with Lydia, and a big one is Henry, because they are doing that second time jump, and Henry's gonna be a lot older by that second time jump, so by the time Lydia comes in, they're probably gonna be around the same age, so it makes sense why those two could have a connection. And also Enid could have a connection with Lydia. They can make Enid gay, or they can just be best friends. Whatever path they decide to go down, as long as they do it right and they write it well, I think it can be pretty awesome. And I'm happy they brought Lydia on the show still. I'm very happy they brought, because I know they're sticking to comics a lot, but in the comments down below, you comment who you think Lydia should have a connection with. I personally would rather have a connection with Enid, just because we're more familiar with Enid. If they go down the if they do it with Henry, I feel like it's gonna be like them telling us they're replacing Carl with Henry, and I think that's gonna upset a lot of fans. So I personally would like the Enid connection, but in the comments down below, you comment what you think. And then also Alpha, who is her mother, has been casted, like I said, and Samantha Morton is a really good actress actually. She's been nominated 2 times for an Academy Award. I think one movie was called like Sweden Lowdown, and the other one was called like In America, I think. But yeah, she's been cast. She's a really well actress, and I think she could definitely play the part. The Walking Dead posted this on Twitter saying this is how she looks like, with no hair, and I'm sure she's gonna be completely bald like Lydia. I mean, not Lydia, like Alpha in the show, and I can't wait to see this. And this is another thing, and Ryan Hurst as well. He's Beta, and I'll talk about him in a second. Let's talk about Beta first, and then I'll talk about what I was gonna say earlier. But Beta, yeah, Ryan Hurst, who many know as Opie, has been casted to play Beta, and he's a really good actor. He's a really good actor too, and he's very tall as well and big. And that's a big part about Beta's character in the comics. Like, he's huge literally and figuratively. Like, he's in second in command, and a huge character he has connections with is Negan. And Ryan Hurst and Jeffrey Dean Morgan are friends, I believe, in real life. So the chemistry could already be there before we know it. And I cannot wait. I made videos on that, so you guys can go check it out. But I'm excited for the connection with those two. But let's talk about Samantha Morton and Ryan Hurst, because a lot of people lately have been saying that that, you know, The Walking Dead is dead. And I don't agree with that, because Samantha Morton is an Academy, you know, nominee, and they have brought her in the season. Like, The Walking Dead on the ninth season has brought in an Academy nominee actress to play a villain. Like, that really goes to show that this show is nowhere near dead, because ultimately it's the actor's decision to sign on to a show or not. And even Ryan Hurst, you know, he's really well known. You know, his, you know, performance on Sons of Anarchy is like really iconic, so he's really well known. Samantha Morton is really well known, and both these characters are going to be playing two of the biggest characters, you know, some of the biggest characters we have ever gotten in The Walking Dead, and it's happening in the 9th season. So, you know, for those who say, you know, The Walking Dead is dead, I don't think so, because you know, these actors wouldn't sign on to a show that's dead, so I don't think so. But that also, I want to talk about Rick for a second as well, because as we know, Andrew Lincoln is leaving the show, and I still think, you know, with Andrew Lincoln leaving the show, I think, you know, if the writing is up to par, which it looks like it is this season, you know, I mean, at least like when it comes to the comics, because it looks like they're really sticking with the comics. They're bringing in a lot of characters from the comics, and not even just the Whisperers. Like, we got Magna, we got Luke, Dan Fogler, who plays Luke. He was in a movie with Samantha Morton, Fantastic Beasts, and Dan Fogler is a pretty well-known actor too, and he's playing Luke, and they're saying Luke is going to be a little bit of a funny character, and I think Dan Fogler can definitely pull that off. And yeah, you know, it's looking really good for The Walking Dead. And these whispers are super creepy and super weird. And we saw a little bit of the introduction in the trailer when Eugene and Rosita were hiding, and we heard the whispers saying, "Where are they?" And that right off the bat is super awesome. You know, the "where are they?" Like, yeah, talking like almost like with Walker vocals. Because in the comics we don't know how they sound like, because it's just like bubbles, you know, like voice bubbles and stuff. But the fact that they're actually transitioning it into the show and making it seem like actual walkers talking, that's fucking awesome. And I think the whispers are going to be super creepy and super entertaining to watch and make great television. And you know, with Rick, you know, he might come back down the road. We don't know what's going to happen with Rick, but you know, ultimately these whispers, you know, them casting these great people to play these whispers, I think it goes to show that this show can still, you know, live without Rick Grimes. And also Cassidy McClincy, who's playing Lydia, she's not that well known, but if you don't know the show Ozark, she's in that. And then also Love, Simon was a movie that came out earlier this year. It was a really good movie. And then, but Ozark, the second season is actually coming out in 2 days from when I'm making this video. Probably a day when I post this video. But yeah, that show is really good. Definitely, I think one of the best shows on Netflix right now. So you should definitely check it out. But yeah, I remember her from that show, and I'm excited for these characters. You know, I think, you know, I seriously cannot wait for these portrayals. And I think they selected The Walking Dead with the casting, man. They are awesome. And Magna too. You know, the actress for Magna, I think she looks great too. And they, you know, this season is bringing in a lot of new cast members. We're losing 2 huge cast members, Lauren Cohan and Andrew Lincoln. So yeah, we need other supportive characters, and I talked about this in previous videos. We need characters like Norman Reedus, or not Norman, he's an actor, but like we need characters like Daryl to step up, and you know, we need more screen time for Daryl and Negan, and there's characters that fans love. We need more screen time for them, and I think characters are gonna really like these characters, you know, Alpha and Beta. Even though they're villains, I think, you know, we've seen with Negan, he was a villain, and fans love him. So you know, with The Walking Dead, I think even though they're villains, they can be great characters. But I'm gonna wrap it up there though. In the comments down below, you leave your thoughts and opinions on these whispers and these actors, and you know, what you're most excited for season 9 and the whispers, and your thoughts and opinions on, you know, this whole situation with the whispers. So thank you guys for watching the video. I'm gonna wrap it up there. I appreciate all the support on all these videos. I truly do. So thank you guys. And for daily Walking Dead videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It's been All Things Film, and until next time, peace.